What's up, y'all? It's Hard Time Gaming. We're back with Carx Drift Racing Online to share another one of my drift upgrade specs. Now, this one here is a bit of a pain in and of itself, trying to get at least to be doable due to the fact this thing's max torque's RPM sets at 5,400 and its rev limiter, I believe, is set to 7,800. Just from initial tweaking around and driving it, you can't do much with the power curves because, well, drift upgrade. Though, hot take, I should still feel like we should be able to have at least some adjustability, not a whole lot. So that's just me. But as of this recording, the tune should be live at the workshop. Since I do that here, I will also show you the setup just in case this tune somehow decides to, well, remove itself from the oh, I can't think of the word. My head's not entirely here today because, well, let's just say my head's just not here. It is so bad. Excuse me. My usual tried and trues. The publication code for my specialty, Shaman Spec Drift Upgrade. Excuse me. Publication code 140-933-969-284. Repeat, 140-933-969-284. That is the publication code for the Spirax Drift Upgrade. I don't even bother putting my ultimates out there because there's already a ton of them to start with. Why the hell would you want mine? But I am gonna do... why the hell does it say filters enabled? That's weird. We'll check that. I'm curious. How many other ones are up? Just one other, and it's a 90 adhesion setup. Yikes. Not gonna lie, but what the hell do you call that? Oof. Anyways, I need to quit criticizing people. Got their own shtick in it. Now, that's a backup protocol. Let's go through the tunings. Let's go through the adjustment specs. Front rear axles are front rear spring lengths. Excuse me, are set to 21 centimeters. The front rear spring stiffness are set up to 100 kilonewton. Anyways, spring stiffness is set to 100 kNms. Front fast bump 3800, rear fast bump 4500. Dampener fast rebound front 5400, and fast rebound rear dampener 6400. Rear bump 75, front bump 7500, rear bump 8400, front rebound 9900, and rear rebound 10K 500. With the sway bar stiffness front 95 and rear sway bar stiffness at 125. Front camber overall left to right on the camber front. It's Monday. On the front camber, left to right wheel, -5.9 on the left, -5.91 on the right. I believe that overall might make it a -5.9 as a whole. On the rear camber, a -3.07. Toe front, -0.10. Toe, a 0.20, and that's on the positive side. Caster in a 5.5 degrees. Steering axis offset at maximum 20 millimeters. Obviously, the maximum steering angle for the setup is at 55 degrees, along with the Ackerman angle setup at 55%, and kingpin The KAI, or the kingpin angle inclination, set to 0. For the wheels, your front and rear rim diameter is set to 18 inches with a front and rear tire width of 245 milliliters. Tire pressure is set to the highest possible at 300 kPa. With a tire adhesion grip, whichever you prefer. You can run a 90, you can run a 100, but anything higher than that, it'd be totally pointless for this setup due to the torque response of this thing is absolutely miserable. But by default, I have them set to a standard 100%. Front set wheelbase width, a 4 out, and the rear axis on the rear wheelbase width is still set at 0. With the tire profile front to rear, it's at 38%. And I forgot to do this. This is how much angle she's got. Put this setup. Yeah, sounds about right. Looks about right. Brake torque, 3,000 Newton meters. With the front bias set to 75%, you can go higher if you want. ABS is your own personal preference, and launch controls, if anyone uses that, you're, well, like I say, you're just being foolish at that point. Now for the differential setup, a viscous limited slip with a half lock, 50-50. Excuse me. God, this is just not my day today, is it? Now, with all that in mind, if you have the publication code, you can go ahead and use that. But the publication of it is no longer available due to not having at least 4 stars or a ton of downloads. Yeah, this is the secondary option you can use and copy it to a T, or at least as close as you can get it. Now, the reason why I say this thing's a bit of a turd, like I said, the maximum torque RPM is set way too high for a setup like this, but it has that low of a rev limiter set to 7,800, which leaves very, very, very little room for mid-range power and mid-range response, which a lot of turbo cars, it doesn't matter if it's overhead cam or overhead valve, it will suffer consequences. Go back to Europe. See this here. Alright. Wow, that took a little longer than I thought it would. Anyways. Look how quickly it builds its boost. It is absolutely pathetic. That kind of screams it's demanding too much boost from just from something that's not very powerful to start with. The sucker should at least reach its maximum boost capability about around here before it even touches 5 grand. But don't do that. Like I said, this thing's miserable too. It's just miserably gutless. Or you could do this all day, but I just hate doing that. It makes a lot of boost, but all that is just wasted on something that's just not tuned optimally for high boost power. It just is not. Not the greatest thing in the world, but actually get the job done. All things considered. And honestly, with this kind of boost lag, it probably make a good 90 adhesion setup. Okay, I need to run a recurse. Make sure I don't run into nobody going up this mountain. Looks like there's a group coming through the S curves now. Not very many, of course, surprisingly. They're all scattered all over the place. This is not opportune, but I guess we could just take the back way in. At least get this thing really into some tight places. Now, like most of these damn things, they're always set up with a 5-speed. Oh, that was laggy. It'll still drift, like I said, but I think it would be best on a 90 adhesion build, 90 adhesion tire setup. Oh, that is miserable. I imagine with a few subsequent updates, this thing might see some improvements. And I won't even have to touch the thing to do it. Carx naturally does that. Now the Kai truck is actually driftable now. Not sure for wheel users, because wheel users are very limited. Control users, we can use practically nearly anything and everything. That's right, at 55% accurate angle. That doesn't matter what level accuracy you set it at, it just does not like angle. I saw that coming. Anyways, hopefully y'all found this tune at least useful to get the car, get into the car at least. But don't let this setup fool you. This thing's a monster, fully decked out. Now, y'all have a fantastic day, and remember, obey your local traffic laws.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room.